Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful night, day, or evening depending when you are watching this video. So today we're going to look at, should I follow through with this idea? Should I pursue this business idea? Should I make this career move? Remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Remember that huge disclaimer every time I do career videos is, always think things through, use your own intuition, and let's get started. So we have option number 1, option number 2, and option number 3. Like always, all the timestamps will be pinned in the comment section. All my information is always in the description box below. And let's get started. If you feel like you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Whenever you are ready, click play and fast forward to your selected option. So let's see. Should you pursue this idea? Let's see. Trust yourself. Well, that's a very good start off. So we have trust yourself. So this card is telling you guys that you guys need to trust your intuition. Interestingly enough, I made that disclaimer at the beginning. I feel like many of you have a pretty good idea of what you want to do. You might be doubting yourself, okay? Or you might be questioning certain things, especially with everything that's going on right now. I do feel like some of you are very hesitant, but I do feel like there's a lot of energy backing you up in this new beginning. Okay, so we have La Santa Muerte, Holy Death. I feel like this career move or this business idea might be very different, or it will cause a significant change or role in your day-to-day. That's what it feels like to me. Okay, it feels like maybe pursuing this career or this idea or making this move is going to be very significant in your life, to the point where it's going to change things up, it's going to shake things up, it's going to make you change certain routines or certain things in your day-to-day, okay? But it will bring in a beautiful transformation. It will actually allow you to see that it's okay to trust yourself. It's okay to listen to your intuition and believe in yourself. And then we have the rat. Be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. So again, Spirit is saying right here, if you're thinking about making some type of a move, whatever this move is or this idea, as long as it is true to yourself and you're trusting yourself and you're listening to your intuition and you're being led by your intuition, then Spirit's saying we will reward you. It will be rewarded. Your hard work, your effort, whatever it is that you're investing, whether this is time, energy, or finances, it will be given back to you. Again, as long as you're being authentic to yourself. There's a lot of, with the rat here, there's a lot of worrisome energy. It reminds me of Virgo energy. There might be certain things that you're going to have to work through, just because I do see the mace here in the rat. So that's okay. With every business, with every idea, there's always things, there's always obstacles that we have to overcome. Nurture. So this is going to be something that's going to take time, okay? With the nurture card, automatically is making me think patience. Is making me think, you're going to have to water it. You're going to have to make sure that, the environment, that the conditions are correct in order for your seed to bloom. Okay, kind of think of it like this is my baby, right? This is my child, and that's how you should treat this idea. That's how you should treat this business, okay? Is by you nurturing it and giving it time to grow. Just like a child, it takes time. They don't grow overnight. A teacher. So for some of you, you might be wanting to become teachers. For some of you might be wanting to teach something like a course. Okay, for some of you, maybe you want to write a book. For some of you, maybe I'm also getting, you might be going to someone who will guide you or help you, okay? This might be maybe a female that you're going to for guidance. So you might be a male going to a female. You might be a female going to a male, vice versa. Just flip them around. I do feel like this person has a lot of knowledge or has a lot of wisdom, and I feel like this person can really share that with you, okay? You might wear glasses. Someone here wears glasses, either you or the other person. intention behind the mask. So again, this is making me feel, make sure you're being authentic and why you're pursuing this particular idea or you're making this move. Is it because it's in alignment with you? Is it because it's something that you love? Is something that you want to teach? Is it something that inspires you, that motivates you, that gets you going? Because if it's not, again, Spirit is saying you have to be true to yourself in order for the universe to reward you. Okay, so I feel like with this one, it's kind of like you have to be in it to win it. Okay, make sure that there aren't no alternative motives here for the reason why you're pursuing something. So again, use your mind wisely. Like I said, with that Mercury energy here, with the Virgo, I do feel like your mind might get in the way of things, okay? It might cause you to doubt yourself. It might cause you to overthink things or to make things bigger than what they are. But again, Spirit is saying as long as you are, you know, in that Mars energy, when you're pursuing this business, I do feel like it's going to be very successful. But again, I am saying it is going to take some time. Yeah, there will be some temporary setbacks. As with anything, there will be adjustments that will be needed. Okay, with number 5, it's also making me think of the 5th house, Leo house. So you might be a Leo, you might be a Scorpio, or you might have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, or Leo. Okay, but I do feel here with temporary setbacks and the 5th house, this might be something that you're passionate about. And I feel like, again, going back to that, they just keep nagging. Like if you're doing it for other reasons other than because you're passionate about it and it's because who you are, I would suggest do something else. But I feel for this particular group, this is something that you're passionate about. This is something that your inner child is like, yes, let's do this. Okay, and yes, there might be temporary setbacks, there might be certain delays. Again, that's why it's saying a lot of patience will be required from you. Okay, and then we have the North Node. So definitely this is, again, it has to be in alignment with you. Okay, it has to be something that your soul is calling you. Your North Node, again, is something that you have to have kind of like this pull from your spirit, kind of like, yes, this is where I know I'm meant to go. And I do like to tell people, just because something is your destiny, just because you're meant to do something, doesn't mean it's gonna come easy. I mean, it's gonna be, because it is your life purpose, you will overcome the obstacles, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna be handed to you on a silver platter. So just know that. Okay, I don't know who needed to hear that, but that came out. And you will be very successful and you will have a lot of accomplishments. Mother yourself. Again, with the mother and the nurturing, make sure that you're nurturing yourself as well. Okay, for some of you might be working from home. For others of you, maybe this is a field where you're nurturing, you're teaching others. Again, with the turtle, it's going to take time. Okay. We have, I value myself, I know my worth, and I expect nothing less. I will allow no one to undervalue me. So I do feel here that you need to know your own value. You need to know what you're bringing to the table and not expect anything less than that, or do not allow anyone else to tell you that you should compromise in some way. And then we have, I find the beauty and blessing in every shadow. Behind every shadow is an opportunity. Again, the energy of setbacks. There might be certain delays here. There might be certain things that you're going to have to work through. But again, that does not mean that it's not your life calling, that you will not be successful. That's not what that means. It just means you're gaining that skill, that wisdom, right? To pursue what you want, and know that behind every shadow, there's something beautiful for you to learn and to master. The Magician. Wow. So you might be a performer. And we had the Leo house here. So you might be a performer of some sort, or you might be teaching in front of a bunch of people or in a group. You might have an audience of some sort with the Magician card. The Magician is also letting you know that you have all the tools that you need already to be successful and to manifest anything that you need for your business or for this business idea or this career move that you want to pursue. You already have it within you. You are the alchemist, and it's up to you you know, how successful this business idea or this career move will be. The Five of Pentacles, but you do need to work on here. These two cards are mirroring. They're telling me that you need to work on your self-worth. You need to work on the fact that you know your own value, that you can achieve it. You need to believe that you are the magician. Because I feel like for a lot of you, it's kind of like, am I going to lose money? It's kind of what I'm picking up here. Okay, am I going to lose money? Am I going to be left without any resources? So you're in this lack energy. And I feel for this to work, you do need to also nurture yourself, mother yourself, and heal your relationship with money. Crystal, have faith and hope. Again, there's a lot of here, trusting yourself, believing yourself. Use your mind, you know, in your favor, not against you. There's a lot of here being hopeful, okay? Hoping for the best. Because I feel like there's a lot here that you're still not aware of, but it will be revealed as you go. The Moon. Again, with that mother energy. For some of you might be doing something that's nurturing for others. For some of you, you're doing this definitely in your home. You're doing this from home or with family for some of you, okay? But again, follow your gut instinct. Follow your intuition. It could be something esoteric for some of you. It could be something artistic with the Moon here, the Magician in the 5th house. It could be something that has to do with mother and children. Maybe teaching children. Something with emotions as well. Neptune. Something artistic. Something creative. For some of you, this could be like guided meditations. It could be something in regards to spirituality as well. Magic. Music. Yeah, something artistic. For some of you, it literally is music. And then we have practice. So polish your skills. Practice every day. Again, it's going to take time. It's going to take you nurturing this idea, this seed, in order for it to bloom. Surprise. So there will be a lot of beautiful surprises as you go on this journey. Confusion. So like I was saying, there is this energy of the maze. There's certain things that you're going to have to work out, but I feel like as you're figuring things out, there will be beautiful surprises from Spirit letting you know, like, hey, this is your path. This is your north node. This is where you're meant to go. And I feel like the moment that you figure these things out, things will move fast for you. Okay, there's a lot of gain here, a lot of gain of money, finances, all of that. Opportunity as well. Doing something risky, taking a chance. So for some of you, I feel like that's the thing. It's kind of like, do I want to take this chance? It feels like a risk. I might lose money. Again, follow your intuition. But it does feel like for this particular pile, there is going to be some type of a risk in order to gain. And that might be the crossroad, the fork in the road, where you're going to have to decide whether you risk or you invest in this or not. Then we have lighthearted, carefree time. So again, I do feel like if you're going to approach this with the lighthearted energy. Okay, don't take things so serious. Do it because I feel like for many of you, this is something that you're passionate about. And I do see a lot of success here as long as you're nurturing, as long as you're being patient, as long as you're mothering this baby, this seed that you want to grow. And I do feel like on this journey, you will find a lot of growth and a lot of rebirth in your life. Okay, a lot of endings as well with the Death card here. Again, if you're getting impatient with yourself here with the practice card, just keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. Okay, just like the Magician, you have the Mercurial. For some of you, definitely is singing. Okay, because Mercury rules our 5th chakra and our voice. So for some of you, definitely is speaking, communicating. Okay, just work on your lack energy. You really need to work on that. I am seeing that for pile number 1. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skills. So that is what I have for pile number 1. And now I'm going to move to pile number 2. So for those of you who picked pile number 2, let's see. Should you pursue this business idea or career move? Release the dark wound. Let love live. Okay. I feel for a lot of you, you're already on your path. Okay, I feel for those of you who picked pile number 2, it feels to me like you're already doing the business or the career move. It kind of feels like you're already on this journey. Like you already started. It's not like, should I do it? It's more like, did I do the right thing? I feel like you're trying to control this business idea, or you're trying to control an outcome here. And I am feeling you have to kind of let go of control and let this business or this idea or this seed bloom and turn into what it wants to turn into. There's a need for you to release a little bit here in order for it to grow. I do see a lot of prosperity just because I'm seeing the fish. Okay. Yeah, divine creation. Yeah, you're meant to do this. Saint Joseph. And it's interesting because 2 and 5, I was going to say it's 7, and then we have another 7. So I do feel like this is something that is in your, you're meant to go on this journey. You're meant to take this journey. Hyenas, dare to be different. Okay, so for a lot of you, and I just saw 16 minutes, so tower moment. So I do feel like for a lot of you, this is something that is very different. Okay, it might be something that is spiritual. It could be something that maybe you never saw yourself doing this in some way or at some point in your life. It's something that's very unique. Okay, it's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. You might be doing it with someone, with like a partner. Comfort. I do feel like there's a lot of peace here. There's a lot of comfort here for you. Okay, it kind of feels like you are a little bit intimidated. This feels like you guys are already on this. Some of you feel like you're hanging by, literally, like this woman here. You're hanging by a thread. But I do feel like this is going to be something that turns into something beautiful. Okay, with the swans there. Try to look at things from like a higher perspective. Try to see through the fogginess and the confusion right now. Taking steps. Yeah, I feel like Spirit is saying here, take one step after the other. Okay, do not try to rush. Do not try to kind of see too much into the future. Try to be present. Try to be aware. I do feel like if you have been taking steps, I do feel like you are moving forward. We go from 2 to 4. It kind of feels like an empire to me. I'm looking at the big castle here. For some of you, I feel like you're trying, it's kind of the energy of like go big or go home kind of thing here. I do feel like there's a lot of energy backing you up here. Yeah, bring a gentle touch. Yes, I feel like you guys are being so hard on yourselves. This feels like my pile who is a perfectionist. Like you guys are really hard on yourselves. Like you guys are your worst critics. That's kind of the energy that I'm picking up here. And I feel like Spirit is saying, lighten it up. Be kind to yourself. Let go of control. It's okay. Just take the steps that you're being guided to take. Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's your answer. Yes, it's a point blank period here. You're meant to take this new beginning. You're meant to go down this path. Root chakra, rebirth. Connection to self, ancestor healing. Okay, so for a lot of you, I do feel like this could be a family business, or this could be a gift that has been passed down by your ancestors as well. Okay, so maybe it skipped a generation and you got this gift, something along those lines. But I do feel here with the root chakra, I'm picking it up as more fear. Like you're afraid of losing this foundation. Okay, of kind of getting, for some of you, you're afraid of success. For others of you, it kind of feels like, I know I can get there, but I'm afraid of losing that success. Okay, that's kind of what it feels like. But I do feel like this business idea or this career move will allow you to connect more to your ancestors and to yourself. The Well, inner child healing, intense emotions, shadow work. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of inner work here that will come with this, because I feel like for this pile, there's a fear of, like I said, of success. There's a fear of stepping into your power. And I feel like that's why you're trying to control things too much, or you're trying to be too perfect, or trying to kind of control the outcome of this. It's kind of like, I need to know what it's going to be, what the outcome is going to be. And the thing is because you're afraid. You're afraid. Maybe afraid of letting someone down, letting people down. It's triggering some type of wounding here. And I feel like you need to heal it. That's why it's being triggered. I focus on the feelings of having what I desire and detach from the outcome. What did I just say? I allow the universe to do the rest. Exactly. You just need to take the steps. You're already doing it. Just let go a little bit of control and allow the universe, allow your ancestors, or whoever you call your higher power, to do the rest for you. It's okay for you not to see everything. This is night here, right? So it's okay. And then we have 18 here, which is the moon energy. Again, that fogginess, that confusion, not being sure. Just follow the steps that you're being guided to take. And just trust. Trust and surrender is huge here. Then we have successful people fail and try again. Unsuccessful people fail and quit and I never give up. Okay. So for some of you, I'm getting, you've already tried to do a business in the past, or you already tried to, whatever this is, it kind of feels like you did something similar. Okay. Okay, let me try to explain myself. I'm kind of getting the energy here of like, let's say, for example, this is a business that you're trying to pursue or to do. It kind of feels like to me like maybe you tried a different type of business, or you tried the same concept before and it didn't work. Okay. And so now you're trying to do something else. You're doing it already. And it's being successful. It's successful. Because I do feel like it's successful. But you're afraid. That fear creeps in of like, oh my God, the other one fails. So what if I fail? And it's triggering that wound within you. And it's for you to heal. You have to purge that out. You have to heal that. Okay? You have to go into that well, if you will, and heal. You have what it takes. Okay? It really looks like you do. And again, if you fail at something, pick yourself up. Pick yourself up and try again, right? For others of you, I do feel here that maybe family members have tried something in the past and they ended up with debt, or they ended up things not working out. And so you're taking up on that burden. Or maybe you're having people around you telling you like, we tried that and it didn't work before. Well, maybe it didn't work for them because maybe you were the one that was supposed to heal that ancestral wound, or that cycle, that pattern. Okay, so again, just because it doesn't work for someone else doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you. Just remember that. The Judgment. Yeah, you have to change the way of thinking here. Okay, and again, the Judgment is like, this is your calling, right? This is like the angel, Archangel Gabriel, blowing the horn, telling you like, hey, this is where you need to go. You know, what are you going to do? Are we going to stay the same, or are we going to change the way we look at something or the way we do something in order for us to move forward? And for some of you, like I said, there's a death, there's a rebirth here, right? There's an awakening as well. So for a lot of you, there's something here from the past that you're still carrying, or you're allowing it to get in the way of this situation now. Exactly. It will all be fine. The Sun. Success, victory. That's another big yes. Be confident. Confidence is key. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken to their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So for a lot of you, you are a healer. For a lot of you, you work with others. For a lot of you, you know, you might be a life coach. You might be a spiritual coach. You might be a tarot reader, an oracle reader. You might do some type of body work as well. I'm picking up here. So maybe by proxy ASMR. You might do Reiki. There's a lot of different modalities here that you can do. You might do sessions, you might do classes, you might work one-on-one with people, you might work with children. But I feel like you're meant to do this, okay? You're meant to be in the spotlight. This will bloom. Whatever this is, it will bloom. It's a divine creation. It's another child here. The Virgo, yeah, you're a healer. You're a healer, and I feel like you are, again, that Virgo energy, that perfectionist energy. I feel like as long as you have a good routine, and I feel like for a lot of you too, you're very set in your ways, okay? Or it's very hard for you guys to step out of the box is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. But you're very smart. You have the Mercurial energy there with Virgo. You might even be a Leo for some of you. We have Leo, we have Virgo. For a lot of you, I do feel like this might be in a healing industry as well with the Virgo here. You have the power of the alchemist, okay? For some of you, this could be something witchy. Maybe you do your own like essential oils, your salt baths. You might do your own, you might have your own organic line. I'm kind of picking up here. Or something with the health industry as well. For some of you, maybe something in like the nervous system, the central nervous system, cognitive behavioral therapy as well. I'm getting here. Trying to see what else. Yeah, Mercury. Yeah, like I said, for some of you, this might be your voice, okay? So like I said, ASMR. It could be something where you're able also teach information, okay? I feel like this group is very smart, very, very smart, because Mercury is our skills, what we use our skills for. So I feel like you guys have a lot of skill, okay? And I feel like a lot of them was passed, again, by past loved ones, or someone in your family had the same skills that you do, or similar ones. And I feel like you guys are perfecting that. But you tend to be very critical of yourself, very hard on yourself. And I feel like you have a lot of ideas, okay? You always have ideas, and they're divine ideas, so pursue them. For some of you, this could definitely be like writing as well, okay? With Mercury there. Writing, teaching. Let me see. Networking. What else? Entrepreneurship is coming up very strongly here. Brown-haired man. So for a lot of you might be teaming up with a gentleman. For you might be the male watching this, okay? Or for some of you, you will, like I said, you will partner up with someone. Or for a lot of you, it's going to require a lot of masculine energy within you. Yeah, this is your journey to take. I believe I said that. Vulnerability. Yeah, I feel like whatever this is what was the card here? Dare to be different. Yeah, so for a lot of you, I feel like this is something very different, and it's going to put you in a position of vulnerability. And I feel like for a lot of you in this particular pile, you're not good with vulnerability. Okay, that might be one of those things where it's like, I'm not sure, like putting myself out there, I'm not sure, kind of thing. Okay, and we have you're on the right path. Yeah, like I said, for a lot of you, I feel like you're already on your path. You have already started. Okay, I don't feel like this is something that you're thinking about doing. Counseling. So yeah, again, communication. I feel like words. Okay, you're very wise. For some of you, like I said, a spiritual coach, a spiritual healer of some sort. I feel like you're able to get to other people's level in order to have that mutual understanding. and then you kind of pick them up, kind of like what she's doing, and you kind of get them on their path. And then you have energy healing. So again, like I said, chakra, any other type of energy healing here. There's many. Then we have obstacles to overcome. So yes, you know, on this journey, there will be obstacles to overcome, but I do feel like this is more because of you, your idea of perfection, your idea of control, how you want to control things. And then we have the last card here is work, achievement, success. Yeah. I do feel like you will be very successful. Okay, remember this is a yes here. And I feel like you're going to work very hard. Again, ants are very disciplined. They have a system. So for some of you, it's all about finding the system that works for you. So don't compare yourself to other people. Do your own thing. Do what works for you, not for anybody else. So that is what I have for you guys. Now I'm going to move to pile number 3. So for those of you who picked pile number 3, and let's see, should you pursue this business idea or should you make this career move? Against the grain. Okay. Soul journey. I feel like for a lot of you, this is something very different. Okay. That's kind of what it feels like here. For a lot of you, it might seem like some of you might be going backwards because we go from 4 to 3. For some of you, you're moving from something very structured to something creative. Okay, because the 4 is the Emperor, the 3 is the Empress. So you might be going from something, let's say, for example, something that is more cerebral, something that is more organized or more pragmatic, to something that is more creative, more fluid, that is more risky is what I'm hearing. And I feel like a lot of people will tell you that's very much against the grain. That's very much not the norm, or it's not mainstream, if you will. Use power with wisdom, the bear. So it's for some of you, I feel like there is this energy, mother energy I'm hearing, that might be telling you like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? This is not ideal, or this is not what we do. There's something there. Okay, with the mother. I always look at the bear like a mother, but now I'm picking it up like Lenormand. Lenormand, the bear signifies stability. It signifies good financial success. Clairsentience. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So I feel like you've been getting a lot of signs. Yeah, your intuition. I feel like this is something you can definitely manifest. But I do feel like for many of you, you've had this idea for quite a long time. Again, another 3. This is something that you've been wanting to manifest. And I feel like the time to manifest it is now. Okay? Yeah, as long as you commit. So for a lot of you, I feel like this might be something that you're a little wishy-washy about it. You go back and forth here. Okay? For a lot of you, it's kind of like you leave it, or you do it and then you leave it. Hot and you're cold. It's kind of like, you know, whenever I have time kind of thing. Spirit here is saying, if you commit to this, for some of you, I do feel like you have like a set, I'm picking this up now, like you have like a set job. Like for example, let's say you are, I don't know, an engineer, for example, okay? And you're doing something creative on the side. And you keep going back and forth. It's kind of like you pay more attention to one than the other. And I feel like Spirit is saying, if you want this creative idea to work, you need to commit to it, okay? Not to leave it in the back burner, not leave it to when, you know, you decide to pick it up. Because now I'm seeing the bear as like hibernate. So for some of you, again, it's kind of like you work on it and then you let it go. You hibernate from it. You detach from it. You disconnect. For a lot of you, I feel like this particular group, all my other groups, pile number 1, pile number 2 were solo. Okay, kind of like solo. For this particular group, collaboration is key. What do I mean by that? first of all, I am picking up you have to collaborate with the dream. You have to put in the time and the effort and commit to whatever this is in order to see it grow. The other way I'm picking this up is collaborate with other people. You might collaborate with two people, with a female and a male. Okay, but I do feel like this business will grow through collaborations, working with others, whether this is someone who's guiding you or whether this is someone who is actually there and showcasing something with you. Busy bee. Yeah, I feel like you guys have a lot on your plate, and I feel like that's why you guys don't tend to focus on this passion or this dream that you want to do, because you're very busy. You have a lot going on, okay? And it's hard for you to put the pieces together. But I feel like if you work with others and with spirit, especially, right, to collaborate with spirit, I feel like things will fall into place. And I feel like things will pick up really fast for you. Archangel Raphael, heart healing, forgiveness, mending relationships. I do feel like for a lot of you, maybe you were in a collaboration with someone here. Okay. For some of you, because I am seeing that collaboration, you were in a collaboration with someone, but I feel like whatever the situation happened, you kind of wanted to manifest something here, but things were against the grain. So things weren't really in alignment. Things weren't clicking because I feel like one person was busier than the other. Okay, and I feel like there is this energy for you to forgive whatever happened, let it go, either try to salvage the relationship or not, and move forward with your dreams, okay? Because I feel like the seed has already been planted there. Whoever that person was, they helped you in some way. They gave you necessary tools for you to build upon, but it's all about you committing to it. If you don't commit to it, Spirit is saying you're not going to see it. Move forward. Yeah, because Spirit is saying you are safe. It's safe for you to move forward. You will find the solutions as long as you stay positive. Yeah, exactly. So it feels to me like you're getting in your own way. It kind of feels to me here that instead of telling yourself, you know, I cannot do something, ask yourself, how can I do this? How can I solve this? How can I bring resolution to this? And it programs your mind to search for solutions. The answers are always within reach. The possibilities are endless. Then we have, I have the finest things in life. I attract them effortlessly into my life. I feel like for a lot of you, Spirit will put people on your path to help you grow, to help you collaborate, to help this business prosper, this little seed or this little plant bloom into something beautiful. The Ace of Swords. I see victory here again, but it's just a seed. Ace of Swords is a seed. You have to water it. You have to make it grow, right? You have to make sure that the conditions are correct. With the Ace of Swords too, it's all about your mind. Make sure that you are cutting away these ideas that you cannot do something. Do not look at the negatives, look at the positives. That doesn't mean ignore the negatives, but it means every day train yourself to look at the positive more than the negative. And that takes time too. You know, it's not overnight. The Knight of Wands. Think things through a little bit here. Okay, I am picking that up with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Again, the Knight of Wands is not someone that commits. The Knight of Wands is in and out of your life. You might be a fire sign. Okay, the Knight of Wands is kind of, again, letting me know that you're not committing to this path. And the thing here is you have to commit. I feel like when things get hard, it's kind of like, oh, well, you know, when things don't go your way, it's kind of like, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to let it go. Spirit is saying, try to work things out. Stay positive. Try to mend things, okay? You're smart. You can do this. If you really want it, right? You have Archangel Raphael twice, you guys. You guys got to work with Archangel Raphael. Yeah. You got him twice. So for some of you, this could be a healer. You might be a healer. You might be helping other people heal. Then we have Pisces. So again, you're very creative. Very creative. Okay, you're very magical, you're very creative. You have this beautiful mystical energy about you. And I feel like that is where you're going to find the solutions to your problems or to your obstacles. Then we have Pluto transformation. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you're thinking about this might be something from the past. Again, because it's kind of like you take it up and you leave it. You drop it. And I feel like some of you are thinking about renewing this. Again, you do have the inner resources to solve the issue or the problems that come up. You have to step into your personal power. That is what is going to reassure the success of this business idea or this career move. Because I feel like when things get intense, it's kind of like you drop it. Yeah, there's a lot of good fortune here. There's a lot of good luck. Yeah, I feel for a lot of you, you're going to do this with a friend. It doesn't feel like you're doing this alone. It feels like either your friend is helping you, or your friend is kind of motivating you and telling you like, hey, you know, or gave you some type of wisdom, some type of insight that can help you move forward. Because it feels to me like when you start going against the grain, when things start getting tough, it's kind of like, I don't know if I should do this. Am I on the right path? And Spirit is saying, yes, you are. It's just testing your commitment. Yeah, for some of you, this is with the female. Okay, for some of you, this is with the friend that you're doing this. This person might be a Pisces or might have significant Pisces, Pluto energy. This person might be a little bit younger than you, might have fire sign, or you might be the young one. Okay, but I do feel like there's someone who's very committed. They might have Capricorn here as well. And then we have here someone who's very intuitive. And this one, whoever the intuitive one, they're the manifestors. They're the ones that bring in like that manifestation energy. And I feel like together, you guys will be able to ground this and make this grow. Yeah, one person is a spiritual teacher. This could be classes that you're doing with someone, seminars, sessions. Okay, you might be teaching about different subjects about spirituality. This person is very wise. Spirit is saying this person might be younger than you, but they're very wise. I'm hearing do not underestimate them. It's kind of like they're giving you a helping hand. Whoever this person is, they're very lucky. Okay, they're very lucky, and they work hand in hand with Archangel Raphael, or they have like this healing energy to them. And children. So maybe this person has children. Okay, the person that you're working with, they might have children, or they have like this childlike energy to them that you might kind of be hesitant to be like, I don't know, you know. But Spirit, that's what Spirit said. Do not get fooled. This person might be young. They might look very immature. They might look like whatever it is that they do is very out there, or very like has no system, or they just take a lot of risk. But that doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing. They're just guided by their intuition and by a higher power. For some of you, again, you're teaching children, you're doing something creative. And then we have you will be playing a different role. So I do feel like with this person, it's going to be something that's very different than what you usually do. Okay? Or this person does something that's very different than you do. And then we have happiness and well-being. Yeah. For some of you, this person could be a Leo as well. But whatever this endeavor is, whatever this career move is, it feels like it will bring in a lot of happiness for you, and it will lead you into a new role that maybe you never thought to pursue. But I feel like it's something that's going to propel you to something else, to play something different, to do something different. That will bring in a lot of happiness and well-being into your life. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I wish you the best. Take care of yourself, and bye.